Hi, my name is Cohen.
Hi, my name is Harris.
And this is our dog Moshi. We are going to tell you a story about a man called Saul. He was very educated. He had studied loads. He probably thought he knew everything. There was one thing he hated. It was the Jesus followers. Saul said in this story, Saul set off to arrest the Jesus followers, but something stops him. Hi, I'm Saul, and I can't wait till I can arrest those Jesus followers. The whole Jesus thing is nonsense. I have a letter from the Jewish council that says I can arrest those Jesus followers.
They journeyed for about 6 days before the gates of Damascus at last came into sight. Suddenly, the brightness of the noon sun seemed to grow pale as a startling flash of brilliance lit up the sky and shone all around. Saul fell to the ground, stunned by the dazzling light. Then a voice spoke to him. "Saul, why are you persecuting me?" Fearing, yet guessing what the answer would be, Saul asked,
"Who are you, Lord?"
"I am Jesus," came the reply. "Every time you ill-treat one of my followers, you are ill-treating me."
"What do you want me to do, Lord?"
Saul asked, all pride and hatred gone. "Go into the city and you will be told what to do next," Jesus said. Saul struggled to his feet. He struggled up, but he couldn't see anything. He had been blinded by the light. The armed guards had seen the light that shone from heaven, but they did not see the one who spoke to Saul or understand what was said. When they saw Saul blunder to his feet and realized that he was blind, they took his hand and led him to a house in Damascus in Straight Street. Now Saul was in Judas's house. He still couldn't see anything. Saul stayed there for 3 days, praying and thinking about his vision, why he couldn't see. He didn't eat or he did not drink. Meanwhile, Jesus spoke to Ananias, one of his followers in Damascus. "Go to Straight Street," Jesus told Ananias. "Knock on the door of Judas's house and ask to see Saul of Tarsus. He is expecting you." Ananias was horrified.
But Jesus, Saul is our enemy, and he came to arrest us.
But Jesus said, "Don't worry, Ananias. Saul has become my servant now. He will not arrest you anymore. He'll be one of our helpers." Ananias set off obediently. He went to knock at Judas's door in order to find Saul.
Is there any Saul here? Is there any Saul here?
And Ananias knelt down and he put his hands gently on Saul's shoulders.
Jesus has sent me here to help you.
At once, something like fish scales fell from Saul's eyes, and he could see again. Then Ananias baptized him, and he ate a good meal.
Jesus has changed my life. I now know that he's the Son of God.
Saul stayed on in Damascus, not to arrest believers of Jesus, but to preach about Jesus to all in the synagogues there. They were amazed at the change that had come over him. But his own people, who would have once been his friends and allies, became Saul's bitter enemies. They made up their minds to stop his preaching and made a plot to kill him. Day and night they watched the city gates to catch him as he went out. So Saul's friends lowered him over the city walls in a basket under cover of darkness, and Saul escaped from his enemies. And Saul was also now known as Paul.